Did I just... Oh, fuck. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Every time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Codename PS6 door. Alright, so I just saw like 25, 40 seconds ago RWBY Volume 3 Episode 1. Oh my god. So much. It was so awesome. But before I get into the review, I just want to send out my condolences to Monty Oom's family. Earlier this year, the creator of the series, Monty Oom, died in February. My condolences to him, his family, and his co-workers. I seriously loved his work on the show. I absolutely love RWBY, and I'm really sad to have known that he died. But moving on from that, this episode, this is almost as good as last season's first episode. Now, last season's first episode is my favorite episode. And to say that it's almost as good is pretty good to me. Now, the episode starts off with RWBY at her mother's grave, the same way she was in the red trailer for the show. It looks like late fall. Her dad is there. Her dog is there. I love how they have the dad in the back, but the dad is like a still. It's like a still CGI form. It's not how like there was stills like they were drawn out, but it's hilarious that he's there. It's like the dog moved more than the father did. He just posed. Like, the fuck are you posing for? This is your wife's supposed grave because you never found her body. Anyway, moving on from that, I think the father might be in the series, but not much. He wasn't in the trailer for this season, so I don't think he's gonna show up before at least 9 episodes. Moving on from that, we're in the tournament. The tournament system is strange. It seems to be an all-or-nothing team-based battle system, but then the halfway through the explanation, I kind of lost it. So, it's your team 4v4 against everyone else's team 4v4, but after you pass the preliminary rounds, you go on to the second round of it, which is double battles. And then after you pass double battles, you go on to 1v1 until one individual has to fight another individual for the championship for their kingdom. But then they made some bullshit where it was like, I think once you pass the second round, this is where I lost track, so I may be wrong. I may be seriously wrong. Once you pass the second round, all 4 team members can fight for all 4 team members of the remaining team that passed can fight for the finals position at the top. That's when it broke off for me. That's where I was like, I'm confused. I don't understand anymore. But beyond that, the tournament is on this giant floating fucking tower of fucking awesomeness in the... Yo, Tower Aincrad from fucking Sword Art Online don't have shit on it. Niggas, get the fuck out of here. Yo, Sword Art Online ain't shit compared to RWBY, son. Yo, Attack on Titan ain't shit compared to RWBY, nigga. Yo, I will say it in front of you, for the god hell. I'll go down to Comic-Con and say it in front of I'll go down to fucking Japan and say it in front of both of those fucking authors. I don't fuck, son. Anyway, back to... I lost track. Anyway, back to the tournament. The tournament field is interesting. So, it reminds me of Pokemon way back in the Indigo Plateau, where it was like half and half fields. So, there's like a giant ring, and in the middle of the ring there's a platform that's just default mat, and on either side there's one of 2 sort of areas. In RWBY's fight, it was ice and like lava. In Team Juniper's fight, it was vegetation, forest area plus mountain region. So that's what I thought at the beginning of when we were watching the fight. But as the fight progressed, I noticed two things. One, I think the feels aren't based on like random things. I think they're based on dust. What do I mean by that? During the fight, one of these dudes who was against RWBY's team, broke off a crystal, threw it to his teammate. She put it in her hoverboard. She had a hoverboard pistol combo. That's strange. Because she started off riding the hoverboard, and then she got off of it and started doing sign spitting shit like those dudes who like try to track attention for used car lots. And then when Weiss knocked her off of it, she broke it off into pistols, and then she landed on her ass. But she took the crystal that he gave her, put it in, and it gave her fire attributes to her hoverboard. So I'm thinking that the attributes, the area is based on types of dust. So that's why what's her name, Blake? That's why Blake had her ice clones, because she probably took like ice dust from the area, put it in her sword, and that's how she had ice clones. Because I think it might be considered cheating if you already have dust. Wait a second. Weiss already has dust in her weapon. Would she have to take it out? Would it be considered cheating? See, this is why the rules need to be explained further. But the fight was epic. How apparently you win the fight is either by ring outs or by KO. One girl got by aura KO. Like if you deplete a person's aura to the point that they can no longer fight, not to 0, but to like I think 15, then below 15, they're done. They're out the fight. Yo, the fight was epic, son. The animation has dramatically improved. The whole part where, like, Weiss created, like, an ice fist to trap the two dudes with that black kung fu chick all on, yo, what's her name from Bleach? Yo, I forgot her name. The fucking only black girl in anime who's ever useful. I forgot her name. Fuck, you know who I'm talking about from Bleach, where the cat girl, she's like, yo, she was just like her. She posed up, kung fu, just, like, channel my pee, like, and punched it, and it was incinerated. And then and then these niggas, and then I was like, and then then Yang came out of nowhere. Yo, she triple punched all these niggas, son. Yo, punched these niggas so hard they had to do a triple take, nigga. Yo, it was hilarious. They win that fight. And we go into them just resting up, trying to get some food. First off, Weiss's father calls her. I love how it looks like an iPhone. He calls her on something that looks like an iPhone that's like two parts. The either end looks mechanical. The middle part section looks like glass, and it looks like a hollow phone. That's how the iPhone 7 should look like. Just epically looking. He calls her. She doesn't respond. And then when they go get food, her credit card is declined. I'm pretty sure he just cut her off in like the 15 minutes that it took them to go get food. And I love how these niggas have giant bowls of ramen. No, not even that. I love how the old dude is the same old dude who runs the dust shop in the first episode of the series. Yo, nigga, how the fuck you have a fucking dust shop where you sell magical elements and then you sell ramen? This is a conspiracy. He's Ichiraku. It's evil. I know it is. He's an Akatsuki! Watch him actually be a villain. If that happens, I'm gonna lose my shit. Anyway. The giant bowls of ramen, dude. I would love ramen that size. And also, why did he not even, like, slice the fish? There was just giant fish on top of the ramen. Just giant fish. The fuck? I love how Blake was just all like, she tried to sneak it in. It's awesome. Beyond that, we learned a little bit about like Ren and what's that girl's name? Not Pura. The really spunky one. I have not seen the season in like a little bit. I need to rewatch. Because it's been so long since season 2 ended. We find out that they have no parents, which means they're orphans. which I'm really wondering where they are when like school's on break or what will happen to them. Like I rarely think people mention things in manga and anime if they're not thinking of bringing it in as it's something important. A lot of times they don't. Like the GS ball for Pokemon was supposed to have Celebi in it, but then they had the Celebi movie, so they just didn't touch it anymore, which is a constant like fuck up for any fan who doesn't know that, who's always wondering, yo, when are they gonna bring back the fucking GS ball? Nigga, it's been like 6 generations. No, they're not gonna bring back the fucking GS ball. Anyway, the fucking bad guys with Cinder Falls and her team, Emerald, Mercury, and that one goth Lolita chick. Yo, that chick is straight up evil. She's clearly with them, but I wonder why she wasn't mentioned in the previous season when they were at Beacon. Maybe they were still working on a character design. Maybe she just... I wonder if she is that same girl from the last season who fought Yang, who has the umbrella and the disappearing powers. But I feel like that's not it. They might be related, but it's not it. I feel as if the eye... Because during the episode, her eye color changes from, like, green to, like, I think green and pink. It was some shit. Her eye color changes. Now, if that's not the same umbrella chick as the last season... what I think is her semblance is probably like some sort of ability that her eye color responds to an ability. Now, if her eye color are both the same, then it's using one ability. But if it's 2 different colors, she might be using 2 abilities at once. She might have some seriously overpowered shit. Because imagine if she had like gravity manipulation or some shit. Gravity manipulation plus magnetism manipulation like Pyrrha does, that would be overpowered. I can make you a planet and have tons of metal hover above you and then make you like the weight of a planet so that all of these things come crashing at you like they're entering Earth's atmosphere. That would be viciously overpowered. Beyond that, there's not much to really talk about. This is only the first episode of the season. I'm going to watch the rest of the season. I am not going to review the rest of the season, but I will review this entire show sometime. Most likely when it ends. Because I know RWBY, like, everyone's conflicting, like, I don't know if it's an anime. Like, Avatar isn't an anime, and this isn't an anime, so, oh my god, is it an anime? Like, I don't know. Also, why do you fuckers talk like that? I've literally met fuckers who talk like this. The fuck? Like, oh my god, it's not an anime, but it's an indie anime, but the eyes, it's so anime, but he's Japanese, so is it like, oh, like, shut the fuck up, dude, just watch the fucking show. Anyway, like I said, I'm not gonna review it this season. I will review the show at some point, most likely when it ends. Honestly, I'm kind of mad, not about how RWBY came out. I'm not mad about anything of that. I'm mad how RWBY, I think, ended before the 2nd season of Bravest Warriors, and Bravest Warriors is still not back, and it's pissing me off. I want to fucking see this nigga have Emotion Lord powers. What the fuck, son? Where's Tara Strong? Oh, by the way, Vic Mignogna. Vic Mignogna is Uncle Crow. How the fuck did they get Vic Mignogna? What? That's hilarious. Anyway, I am mad hype about this season. I hope you guys, if you've never heard of RWBY, 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 don't even start with the first episode. Start with the red trailer. The trailers aren't as good animation as they are in the show, which you should understand. But the trailers are awesome. There are 4 trailers before the show actually began. Red, white, black, yellow. Watch all of them. My favorite is the red trailer because RWBY is my shit. Yo, that little Red Riding Hood costume. God damn. Also, have you seen their voice actors? Yeah. Have you seen their voice actors? Their voice actresses. Their voice actresses are hot as fuck. Anyway, like, rate, and subscribe. I'll see y'all for next.